Welcome back to JJK. We have another podcast episode for you. This is our third time filming, guys, so we might not sound as energetic as we normally do because OBS hasn't been working, but we will still get you your good podcast episode, okay? We are determined to give you your good podcast episode. We are determined.
Christmas-themed episode tonight. I am festive. I am happy. And I'm just got to say, thank you so much. 7 weeks ago, I thought we weren't even going to get the first episode out. We went through so many takes, so many trials to get that first week episode in. And it just...
Hello? Yeah, it's just crazy that you guys have done that much for us.
Of everybody who has... And you got us to 60 subscribers, and we said we are trying to make a Twitch right now.
Yep, we're trying to get it through. We will get it through. The next game on that me and Kosh think is good enough to react to, probably that Saturday showdown between the Cowboys and Bills. We are going to have that Twitch set up. We're going to do lots of fun stuff through the Twitch. We're going to have a fun time. All right, so we've appreciated this a whole lot. And we got podcast episode 7 coming up for you. All right, first, Niners get beat down at their own home stadium by the current Super Bowl contender, led by the current MVP leader, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Wow, we reacted to that. Yep. If you want us to go more in depth about like a play-to-play game, you can watch our react to that. But
I didn't suggest watching the full thing because towards the end it kind of got a little boring. But either way.
But so wow.
Retro Bowl College went crazy.
Do we think the Niners can go to the Super Bowl and win it, let alone win the NFC? What about you, Kosh?
I personally just gotta go yes right now because this is just a rough slump of football. I feel like the Niners always do this. They always, defending the best team in the NFL. I don't say they're as bad as the Cowboys have been for the past few weeks.
No, I don't think they're that bad, but I think I mean, wow. How could they?
It
was bad. It
was just really bad. It was just, rough slump of football. But I think they're going to look back on this and say, well, I nearly lost my job to Sam Darnold. And Brock Purdy's just going to have that mental, and he's just going to snap and be like, I need to play good for my team. And they've shown that without me, they can't perform. So I need to be the better version of myself. And that's what he's going to do and lead his team to the Super Bowl.
Yes, I totally agree with that one. All right, I agree with it, kind of. I agree that he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl, but I cannot pick him to win it anymore. They just got blown out at home. Online, I just can't, man. So I am flipping my crystal ball, and this is also going to be a shocker to you Raven fans. I'm going Buffalo.
Whoa.
Versus San Fran, 34-31. Buffalo wins that.
Hot take alert.
I think Buffalo. I think they're that team. I think they are the most powerful team right now. I think they could walk into Baltimore and beat Baltimore. I think they could walk into San Fran and beat San Fran right now. I think they are one of the better teams in football right now. I think they're the third best team if you look at it from a team perspective because they haven't played their Baltimores, they haven't played their San Frans. But I think you got to put them third. But I think they're better than Miami. They beat Miami, and I think they're going to do it again. I think they're better than Detroit. I think they're better than all those teams. Some people would put ahead of them. Obviously, I don't think they're better than the Ravens or Niners at this time because they haven't been proven like the Ravens and Niners have been when they go big games and beat the Cowboys and stuff like that. So,
look, Jacob, I agree with you at this. I would 100% eat my words and because I said last week, I think a couple weeks ago, I said that they're not a playoff team. I will eat my words up. I will eat my words. The Buffalo Bills are looking like a well-oiled machine right now.
They are.
And they are letting James cook. And if they let him cook, No pun. Yeah, pun intended. No, I'm
Pun
gonna say
intended.
pun intended. James he looked really amazing during the Cowboys game, and Josh Allen said it himself. He didn't play his best football during that game, but he still played really good. And he said that was all James Cook, and James Cook carried the team to the victory. And I think if they just continue to do that and continue to be a well-oiled machine, they could probably go to the divisional, if not the championship round. But I still have to put the Ravens after that beatdown by the best team in football. It's just I still gotta go the Ravens.
No, I'm have to eat my words later in this episode when we talk about Kansas City, but um, it's just was a bad game overall by Niner. They need to play better if they want to have a chance. Buffalo looks like they can maybe not run better than San Fran. San Fran with Christian McCaffrey is still an elite running team, but I think they can throw a lot better than San Fran can right now. And because at the end, I know you're like, oh, well, Sam Darnold looked elite. He should be the starter. They were playing soft defense, and that's why Sam Darnold looked good. Soft defense.
Yeah.
Everything underneath, nothing too deep.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what you do when you're up. So
100%.
That's why I think Sam Darnold looked like he was a good quarterback in that one. I don't think he's bad. I think he's worked with really bad teams in his career. But I think they are going to have to turn their ship around when they go play a team like Buffalo or Baltimore in that Super Bowl.
Why didn't the Vikings trade for Sam Darnold? We would have needed him.
I don't think KOC, we'll talk about him later. Yeah. I don't think the Niners are going to walk through the NFC, but I think it'll be pretty easy. I think the closest game will be 8 points with Philly in the championship.
Yeah, that's definitely, yeah.
But the Ravens show they're dominating, so we'll bring us to our next topic. Ravens Super Bowl favorites, but I mean, let's continue to talk about this team. I know Jackson would love to be talking about him, but sadly he was fired. But Buffalo, man, they look like that team. The Ravens are the team to beat in the AFC, obviously. But if Buffalo can be out there, and do you think Buffalo can do it? Do you think they can go Baltimore? Probably in Baltimore.
I still gotta go Baltimore. They're just a really good football team right now. Odell Beckham Jr. playing amazing. Zay Flowers playing amazing. Lamar playing decent football. And he's the MVP favorite. You just gotta go with the Ravens here. You got to.
I agree. The Bills.
Are they the best team?
Best team? Yes. They beat the best team, Niners. So I mean, yeah, they have to. We'll probably get a power rankings out tomorrow or Thursday for you guys. But Buffalo.
We're doing a start sit Thursday, right, Jacob? Start sit Thursday.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Like we said we would last week, and that never happened.
Buffalo is the team that needs to be proven. Buffalo needs to be proven. I know they beat Dallas. I know they beat Miami. They need to prove their team against the big two, San Fran and Baltimore. Those are the big two in the NFL right now. And if Buffalo can go beat Baltimore, I think they should walk through the Niners. But Allen can't throw turnovers if they want to beat the Ravens. He just can't. All right. Moving on, we're talking about the Ravens again. MVP race has changed a lot with Lamar leading with almost, and Brock Purdy now at plus 1,000 odds, I think. But
dang.
Do you think Brock still has a chance? And if not, who do you think?
Is this even a question that Brock has? There's no way. There's no way. There's literally no way Brock Purdy can win this MVP after throwing 4 picks. And I like to put this stat line out there. Nick Mullins had 4 turnovers during the Minnesota Vikings-Detroit Lions game. You would know me because I was watching it crying at my grandparents' house during Christmas. But, Christmas Eve, Christmas Eve. And I was just dumbfounded. And then Nick Mullins, I believe, has touchdown passes, and Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. Sent from heaven, Brock Purdy had 0 touchdown passes and 4
Yeah,
interceptions.
Nick Mullins
Statistically, Nick Mullins was the better quarterback. Statistically speaking,
that's fair. Nick Mullins went 22 for 36, 411 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 picks, while Brock Purdy had 4 picks and 0 touchdowns. So they did look better. Now you can argue Mullins' weapons are better. I don't care. Mullins for his 2
and
touchdown
also
passes.
Nick Mullins doesn't even have better weapons. I think they have pretty
Justin
equal
Jefferson
weapons.
is always the better. I think it's equal.
Yeah.
I think San Fran's probably a little better overall weapon wise, but I think the receiving weapons might be a little better in Minnesota.
Yeah.
But that was just a bad game by Purdy. So I think you've got to get him out of it now. You cannot say Brock Purdy is the league MVP.
In my MVP pick, I will stand by this till my grave, and I will only change my mind when CMC does not win this MVP. CMC for MVP, 100%. He's just played his butt off the entire season. Is about to have 2,000 yards. I believe already has 2,000 yards.
I believe it's close to 2,000 from scrimmage. I don't know how much it is though total.
But
rushing yards, he's about 1,300.
Yeah, but either way, I just believe that CMC is the more deserving player. And I hear all these Tyreek supporters and how if he gets 2,000 yards, he's 100% going to win the MVP. I see you, but you got to be fair. Tyreek is an offensive player of the year guy. He's just put in this system where he's set to it's not like CMC has been put in a bad system.
No,
he's
it's
with
not
the
like
Niners.
Tyreek Hill's a system guy. It's not like that.
Exactly.
It's like Tyreek Hill missed that week. If you want to hear us full go into why Tyreek Hill shouldn't do it, watch our Ravens versus Niners reaction. We talked about that a lot. Almost 10 minutes, I'd say. But so here's what I'm trying to point out. If CMC doesn't win this award, who are you giving it to? Currently, unless it's Brock Purdy, who just looked horrible against the Ravens. I don't know. Brock Purdy is second in passing yards behind only Tua. And then if you go to completion percentage, it's Jake Browning. But Brock Purdy's tied for third.
I think
completion
the
percentage.
only reason Jake Browning is
high it's because he hasn't played.
He's new. He hasn't played.
Yeah. Tua is lead. I mean, wow. Wait, hold up. I might have to give it to Tua. Tua's tied for first.
Really?
Yeah, Tua's tied for first in completion percentage. He is first in completion percentage yards.
He's a system quarterback. Quarterback.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Because the MVP seems to be the best player on the best team. So your system's got to be good if you want MVP.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and then if you go to... Where's QBR? I'm trying to find QBR. If you go to INTs, Tua is... Oh my gosh, it's going to go all the way down. Tua, I gotta find him. See, this shows me every single quarterback, so it's hard. So I don't know what Tua is in INTs. It shows me all the backups there too. But I don't know about INTs. I don't think he's thrown that many. He's only thrown about 10 picks compared to Brock Purdy's 11. He has a little more yards than Brock Purdy per game. Brock Purdy does lead the league in average yards per attempt at 9.7, almost a first down every time. Tua's been not sacked a lot though too, so I guess that does help. All right, but here's my reason why I have to give it to McCaffrey over Tua. Here's my reason right now. 59.5 QBR.
Yeah.
That is the reason my vote has to go to Brock Purdy. Does still lead the league in QBR, by the way, if you were wondering, followed by Josh Allen, then Dak, and then Matthew Stafford. But that is the only reason Tua cannot win this MVP, and I gotta give it to McCaffrey. That is my reason. So you can baptize me in the McCaffrey juice waters now, as I am converting. I am converting my MVP pick to McCaffrey.
You are now in the religion of CMC now.
All right. Next, we have the Chiefs. Are they frauds?
I
I mean,
think I
I don't know what
think
to
they
say.
are. They kind of have to be. The Raiders, it's not like they're a horrible team, but it's not like they're an amazing team.
Yeah,
They got
I
beat by a team that was over 500, as in the Raiders. Of course, I said this before. They are a pretty crappy 500 team. But either way, you still just got to put the Raiders are still not the greatest football team.
no, they're
Aiden
not.
O'Connell is the starter. Aiden O'Connell. Not like he's horrible, but he's not amazing.
Yeah.
And Travis Kelce was dropping passes. Kadarius is being Kadarius. Rice is being Rice. It's just a complete collapse. Their running back Isaiah Pacheco was out with a concussion, I believe, during the game, and it was just rough football, and it was horrible football.
Yeah.
I think they go to the playoffs, but I think they might get a first round exit.
Hey, Kaj knows my take about them going to the playoffs. I think they lose out. I think the Chargers play for too much. And I think Cincy just beats them. I think the Chargers interim head coach is like, I gotta win this one if I want any success in my career. He's gonna be like, I gotta win this one. He's gonna be like, this one is mine. He's gotta win it against their division rivals right there, the Chiefs. So I think he's going to be playing for the most, hands down. He's gonna be playing for way more than any of these other teams. Than
Of
a
course,
team like Kansas City.
if the Chargers do beat the Chiefs, that would mean the Chiefs have lost to everybody in their conference.
Everybody in their division, you mean? But yeah, that would
Division. That's what I mean.
That would mean they lost to all three of their divisions. They have that one, so it wouldn't be like they went 0-6, but it'd be like they went
Exactly.
3-3, which is horrible for a Kansas City team who was the Super Bowl favorite going into the year. That's just, I don't know what to say. All these things going around that I don't know who to put the blame on. O-line played horrible. Receivers have been playing horrible. Mahomes hasn't looked good. He threw pick six, fumble six. So I don't know who the problem is. I think the team and their chemistry, and I think I look a little bit at Andy Reid here and say, why isn't your team in check? They're not.
Yeah.
They are expecting too much. They're too entitled right now, is my take. I think they're too entitled right now. They're like, well, we're going to go to the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl anyways, and then we'll play when we get to the Super Bowl. It's like, you're not guaranteed a Super Bowl any year you play football. And especially right now with the Chiefs' current situation, there is zero chance I can take the Chiefs to beat a team like Baltimore, team like Buffalo, team like Philly, team like San Fran, team like Jacksonville. I think I'd take Jacksonville over Kansas City. I'd take Houston. I'd take Indy over Kansas City. I think Kansas City is an unorganized team of frauds right now. That is my take. They're entitled, and they're not winning games because of their entitledness.
I could not agree more. I can't say it better myself. That is undeniable.
One thing I would also like to say here is, staying on the AFC West, are the Broncos done? I mean,
I think you kind of got to say the Broncos are done. They got beat by the Patriots. Bailey Zappi. They got beat by Bailey Zappi.
And Surtain, I know he plays great week after week, but he got cooked. I don't even know who he got cooked by. I don't even know who it was. I don't even know that guy.
Was it Christian? Was it Christian Gonzalez?
I think it was. No, Christian Gonzalez is a DB. He's hurt. But I think it was. Yeah. I think it was Devontae Parker. Like, he was getting barbecued by Devontae Parker. That is unacceptable. And then Sean Payton, called his timeouts. Makes sense. I get it. But if he didn't call his timeouts, they go to OT, and I think they win. But it was just unacceptable football by the Broncos, and I don't think they could beat Las Vegas. And for that reason, Las Vegas will have to go out there, and Las Vegas, I think, will be your AFC West division champions.
All right.
Flipping the crystal ball. I'm excited for next year when we can do things like where we make our predictions for every team, how their season goes, how many wins they
Yeah.
get. That'll be fun next year.
That's kind of the rough thing when we start the season like
Yeah,
later
we
and to
started
start
in
the
mid-season. Gosh,
podcast in
Kosh.
mid-season.
Kosh should have had an idea in mid-August, not mid what? November?
Yeah, it was mid-November. But y'all would have yeah, exactly. Y'all would never be hearing us right now if it wasn't for me.
Yep.
I'm
Shout
gonna
out to my
remember that.
Kosh. All right. Next on our agenda today for our great podcast episode, podcast 7. 7 weeks, man. Can't believe it. KOC, is he on the hot seat? I still haven't made up my mind about this. I've been thinking about this one since
I
we made the plan.
need
But
to unload all of my anger into
all right,
this
you
right
unload your
now.
anger and I'll think what I'm gonna say.
KOC. If you are listening to me right now, I need you to tell me how to understand how you're putting in Nick Mullins for his third pick and not putting rookie Jaren Hall. You're not putting in Jaren Hall. He's literally sitting there on the bench looking at him. He's like, Coach, can I go in? And you're like, no. We're continuing to put in Nick Mullins. Stop going for proven quarterbacks. You don't know that Jaren Hall is bad. You haven't played him. And when you did play him, he looked good. And he had a concussion because your offensive line wasn't blocking. He's playing too conservative, and he doesn't know his play calling hasn't been good this entire last season. Your play calling was horrible. What was that 2-yard check down in 4th and 8, game on the line against the Giants? You continue to show that you are inconsistent. Why?
Crap.
If you do not get us into the playoffs, you are 100% on the hot seat. You need to, I don't say you need to be fired, but you need to get your together. You're lucky you haven't been fired for the past few weeks because he's in Minnesota. We do not have any good news outlets that are going to ask him questions. And he's a good talker. He's a good sports salesman. He should not be calling these plays. Oh my God.
All right. I'm gonna say KOC if he does not make the playoffs is on the hot seat. I'm gonna say he should not be fired at all costs because I think you should give him his one more year with Kirk. But I think it is if he's not gonna play Jared Hall, he must resign Kirk. Then he's got to because Nick Mullins is not the answer. We proved Dobb wasn't the answer, and if you're not gonna play Hall, then Hall's not the answer. So they need to resign Kirk Cousins. And if he doesn't resign Kirk Cousins, might as well fire him. The season's done if he doesn't get Kirk. But
Look, I thought KOC was God when he got Joshua Dobbs for a 7th-round pick and he was playing freaking amazing football. I thought he was heaven sent, best coach in history of football. But then this happens, and now I'm yelling. It's oh my God! He needs to stop being scared. And you have Justin Jefferson. Why are you throwing checkdowns? Why are you throwing quick back curl routes? You have Justin Jefferson, Jay Jettis. It worked last year. Why do you revert away from it?
I mean, it's hard to stand by this man right now. It's challenging.
He's a good salesman. He chooses the right words.
All right.
As realistic Randy, of course, shout out to him. He's my boy. He knows how to talk to people. He knows how to say the right words, and he knows how to build bonds with his players. And I'm not one to talk. I have never coached a team in general, but I know that is not the right place to be calling in those situations, and that is not the right people to be playing at those situations. And that is what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it off at this. If KOC does not get us into the playoffs, at least the 7th seed, he is on the hot seat, and we will be giving him his year. We'll give him his next year with Kirk Cousins. And if we do not at least come second in the division next year, we gotta fire him. We got to.
Yeah, I can't say it better myself. Obviously, you being a Vikings fan, you know a little bit more. But all right, on to everybody's favorite part: predictions. last week
I
we had
need to
an
catch my
issue.
breath.
I had
Some Stubbs from.
welcome back to JJK. I know you guys might have heard the cut, so we kind of said welcome back, but PC crashed. Audio saved though, thank the Lord. So I think we're at Taj just picked Detroit to beat the whoever they're playing, or Dallas to beat Dallas, and yeah, I gotta go to Detroit too. I mean, it's at Dallas, which makes me think about it maybe a little more. But I think Detroit's the 2 seed. I think they finished as the 2 seed, so I'm gonna go Detroit easily. All right, I think they win by 5-7 points. All right, next we have starting off the Week 17 Sunday games. We have New Orleans at Tampa. Obviously, I'm picking New Orleans. Self-explanatory. I'm a New Orleans fan.
I'm picking New Orleans.
Oh wait, you're picking New Orleans? Dang.
I'm picking New Orleans.
Tampa is on a reign of terror right now, and you're picking New Orleans.
I'm picking New Orleans. Reason being, this is going to be a must-win game for the New Orleans Saints right now. I think this is win or make it. If this is playoffs or don't make the playoffs, personally.
Yeah, it pretty much is. It'd be close to impossible to make it if we lost. Actually, I think we'd be eliminated if we lost.
They literally need to win this game in that mindset.
All right, next we have the 49ers at the Commanders. 49ers in the bounce back week, they win by like 20.
Yeah, I think they win by 20 as well. Niners.
I mean, I can't pick against them. If they played Baltimore again this week, I'm picking San Fran. I can't pick against them right now. I think they're winning out regular season easily. All right, next we have Miami at Baltimore. I'm gonna take Baltimore.
I gotta go Baltimore here. This is gonna be a definite good game, but
we should react to this one. We should react to this one. You guys might get 2 reactions from us because we could react to this one.
You said that you want to do a New Year's Bowl.
This is
what do they call it? New Year's Bowl binge.
Oh yeah, we just watch all of them and react to that. That would be fun. You could get 2 live reactions because we could react to Dolphins Ravens, and then we could react to Packers Vikings, and we could stay on the Twitch live and do the ball drop together.
Yo,
because that game will end at like 10:30. Ball drops 30 minutes after it because it would end at like 11:30 for you New Yorkers. Is where the ball drops.
New Yorkers.
It drops at 11 here in Nebraska.
Actually, see, in Beijing, time's a little messed up, so.
Well, you'll just have to be up, I guess. Yeah, you'll just have to be up.
I'll roll with it. I'm past my bedtime right now.
I'm taking Baltimore easily. Yeah, it's like midnight for you. All right. Next, we have Patriots, Bills. Come on, give us a good game. I thought they were good games when I saw.
I think they gotta be the Bills. They're going on their tear right now. Of course, the Patriots coming to win. They're probably feeling good. They're probably partying. Finally, I gotta win. But no,
4-11.
The Bills are just gonna, I think they win by 10, personally.
Yeah, I do too. Falcons, Bears. You can go first. I don't know yet. I'm taking Chicago. Never mind. I'm taking Chicago. I know. 100%. Give me Chicago. Chicago's on a terror. I honestly don't know if that's true, but they're 6-9. They are not eliminated from the playoffs, guys. And we're actually going to be making a video later today that you guys will see after we make this podcast and get the podcast uploaded.
I think the coordinator / head coach is not fired as of late, and they are not using their weapons. They're not using Bijan. They are not using Kyle Pitts. Because of that reason, I kind of gotta go the Bears here. Fields has been playing amazing. I thought he was a fraud last season, but he's been playing really good. And DJ Moore, he's playing amazing. I wouldn't say amazing football, but he's playing decent football, enough to be the wide receiver 1. So I gotta go with the Bears.
All right, next we have the Raiders at Indianapolis. I don't know. I don't know.
This is gonna be a good game. Where is it at?
It is at Indy.
Then I have to go the Indianapolis Colts.
All right, then I'll take Indy. So we can pick a game that's the same because this is our first game where we pick different.
Yeah.
And I need to gain some points on you. So.
And it'll be
All right.
the only one.
All right. Next, you have Panthers at the Jaguars. I'm gonna take Jacksonville.
I gotta go Jacksonville as well. Of course, the Panthers did play amazing against the Packers.
Yeah,
But
they did play
still,
really
I think that probably drains so much out of the team. So
Yeah.
I think, they
I
kind
do
of
think they win that Week 18 matchup with the Buccaneers, though. But that's just me. All right. Next, we have Titans versus the Texans at the Texans.
I gotta go Texans. They've just been facing a lot of losses, and they're so determined to win a game. And I think this is a win game or miss the playoffs, personally, for them. So
For who?
I'm staying on that mindset for Texans and for Titans, though. I will say that. And
I think
for
the Titans are eliminated. Titans are eliminated.
Oh,
I'm also
yeah.
gonna go.
But I still gotta
go
go Texans. Texans,
Yeah.
like they're gonna want it more. They're gonna want it more.
All right. Next, we have the Rams at the Giants. Give me the Rams easily. Shouldn't be talking about this one for too much.
Yeah, I think the Rams.
Rams by double digits.
Giants got robbed, man. Giants got robbed. I said it a lot more during the live reaction. So
Yeah,
if
you
y'all want
guys
to hear
just
my
gotta watch
take,
those things. You guys just
if y'all
gotta
want
watch
to hear
those
my
things.
take about it, then gotta watch it.
All right. Next, we have the Cardinals at the Eagles. Again, another one we don't have to think about too much.
Yeah, Eagles. Sleeper game.
All right. Next, we have the Steelers at the Seahawks. I gotta go Steelers here.
I'm gonna go Seahawks here. This is gonna be a game that the
dominant
Seahawks.
win.
To be fair, the Seahawks are gonna want it more. Personally, they're playing for a lot more.
I don't know, man. I think the Steelers are gonna want it more. All right, next we have Bengals at the Chiefs. Cincy.
I think I gotta go Cincy here. Jake Browning. They came off a loss, and they're gonna just want to win again. Straightforward.
Yep. All right, next we have Denver at their home against LA. I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, I gotta go Denver here.
All right, and then ending it off with some Sunday night football, the last Sunday night game of the year, I think. I don't know. All the times are still be decided, so I don't know. But I am taking the Packers at the Vikings. Give me the Vikings.
I gotta take the Vikings here. Of course, it's only because of me, because I'm a Vikings fan. But also, the Packers are not playing good football. And KOC, this is a must-win game. So KOC, you gotta play good. If you want to keep your job.
Well, that's all we have for you at JJK. Podcast episode 7 comes to an end. Goodbye.